This is how we ride. This is how we do.
Is Silver Dollar Speedway sponsored by Anheuser-Busch or no?
It's not sponsored by Anheuser-Busch, but we serve a little bit of Anheuser-Busch. Believe it or not, I do all the beer ordering, food ordering for Silver Dollar. So I just put my beer order in for Gold Cup. So
that had to be a big beer order.
It did. It's been pretty fun to learn the promoting side. Obviously tonight they had a huge crowd here, so now besides racing, I'm always looking at the crowd and thinking about what's going on behind the grandstands, and it's fun to kind of know the whole business. So obviously having fun racing when you get a win, it's a nice night. These fans up here are great in North Dakota, and this Grand Forks, they pack them in every time we come up here, and there's Canadians that come across the border, so we always enjoy coming here. Big crowd tonight, probably one of the biggest crowds I've ever seen here, so it was a lot of fun.
Well, and speaking of the race, I mean, this race track in itself, anytime you put winged sprint cars on a quarter-mile winged or a quarter-mile high-bank racetrack, you're going to have some action-packed racing. It's quick, it's fast out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is this track produces great racing every time we come here, so that's why the fans come, and it's small, 9-second laps. Lap traffic's a huge part of the racing, and I think it's just a great thing they have going on up here. There's Grand Forks is a big enough town, but there's not a lot going on in town, so I think it's really cool that when the Outlaws come to town, the town really comes out and supports it.
Well, and it's a college town. You kind of deal with that in Chico. That's a college town as well. Talk about this West Coast swing that's coming up. You're part of it. Obviously, Skagit has a big weekend next weekend. And then the following, you're going to have your show.
But we're really excited. So, I mean, they're there racing right now. My daughter's FaceTiming me with my wife, and they're there, promoting a race, and everybody's getting ready for Gold Cup. So we're excited about it. $25,000 to win, 3 nights, tons of camping.
Well, and then you have Silver Cup right before it, and then you're offering the 360 teams a special deal.
Yeah,
what about that?
We're just trying to get the local guys to feel more a part of the event again. And I mean, there's no secret that California has a lot of 360s racing there. So, I think to get the car count up like we want to get the split field, we needed to incentivize the 360s. And, we put a lot of purse money up. So, I mean, 64 cars, there's 4 nights total of racing, but 3 nights of 410 World of Outlaw racing. It's a lot, it's a lot on any promoter, and to pay $25,000 to win on Saturday night. So we want to keep growing the event. It's just year one. I hope that you come back in 5 years and I can say that we accomplished our goals of being the biggest, West Coast sprint car race and kind of on the map as one of the events like it used to be, the must-win type races for these World of Outlaw drivers. It's important that we get a big West Coast event.
Obviously, there's a big dog series out there, and then there's another puppy dog series that's going to be running puppy dog races throughout the week next year. How do you think that big dog series should treat that little dog puppy series next year, scheduling-wise? Do you think the big dogs should let their dogs hunt?
I think everybody, I think it's best for everybody to play nice, but, obviously that's my opinion, and I think that we'll let it play out. I mean, I don't think what we're trying to do is definitely not hurt what we have going on with the World of Outlaw Series, and, that's just, I have no problem going on record saying that the World of Outlaw Series is a great brand, it's a great series, it's done really well for me and my family, and, I'm promoting really big World of Outlaw races, and I want the World of Outlaws to be a super successful series. I have no intentions of hurting them at all. There's a little bit of gap that we felt like in some parts of the season where we could run a Tuesday and Wednesday show. That's good for fans, good for the racers. It's going to add a little bit of money in everybody's pockets, and there's opportunity there. So we took it, and obviously, it's a little bit of a shock when it first comes out, but I think as we work through it and talk through it, and hopefully we can all get on the same page. I think that we can show that our intentions are nothing but good. And that we want to be a great neighbor to everybody that's, invested a lot of years into this sport. The World of Outlaws are at the top. They're the big dog. We don't want to take them down, have no intentions to.
Right. But strategically, is there things that they could do wrong to kind of hurt their brand in working along with something like this? It seems like the streaming's a big part of this because it's another stream service provider. And I have a feeling like if they don't come off of their, in my opinion, high horse on this, they're going to potentially lose some drivers that want to go and run big races. And at the end of the day, the World of Outlaws brand is one thing, but the drivers that are on that stable is what makes the World of Outlaws so feared, so terrorized. You know, if you go into PA and you ain't bringing in a stable that can hand it to them, you're going to lose respect very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I can't control the World of Outlaws business, and it's not.
But the drivers make the brands. What I'm saying.
No, I understand, but you know, the drivers react off of, you know, what the business is, and we don't control that. But I can say that, you know, our intentions are going to be to fit in where we fit in, especially year one. And the World of Outlaws, I don't think they have anything to be worried about, because we have no intentions of hurting any big events. We don't want to steal any events. We don't want to take any racetracks. We simply want to fit in and fill some gaps in that might be there. And honestly, I think it'll work itself out. I think nobody wants any split ups or, you know, teams not committed to the World of Outlaws. We love what the World of Outlaw brand is. We love the nostalgic of racing for a World of Outlaw championship and what that means. And you know, there's just zero.
I just hope that don't become a nostalgia. That needs to stay, you know, firm. And I'm worried that a few guys, if they don't let them off the leash, that we may see more Brent Marx's next year.
Yeah, I mean, I you know, every team's going to look at it differently. All I can do is focus on, you know, making sure that I'm practicing what I preach, and what I'm preaching is that we feel like there's a spot that we can fit in without harming anything. And, you know, we're not going to try to attack any events. We're not going to try to go on top of any events.
Right.
We would love to work with the World of Outlaws. We'd love to work with the All-Stars. You know, I've had conversations with Tony. I've had conversations with Brian. I think it's all just, you know, everybody's kind of working through what it's going to look like, and nobody has any answers yet. But, you know, I'm pretty confident if I just focus on, you know, being a World of Outlaw driver and, you know, coming up with some cool, you know, Tuesday and Wednesday events that don't affect anything and, you know, fill a gap. I think, you know, it'll all work itself out. You know, we're putting a lot of money up on the line, you know, for the high limit series.
Right.
And, you know, I think that
best deserved for the sprint car community.
Yeah, I don't really think that, you know, we're doing anything wrong. It's a personal opinion. I think everybody has their own right to an opinion, and we'll just kind of see how it plays out. I mean, I'm going to focus on creating compelling races at racetracks that maybe, you know, aren't on the World of Outlaws schedule that are out there.
And need a race back. You know, Eagle would be great. Marshalltown, Lincoln Park was an amazing show.
Yeah, I mean, we're just, the gates are open for us. We're exploring all options, and like I said, practice what we preach. We have no intentions of hurting the World of Outlaws. I love it. I'm a World of Outlaw.
Right.
I want to race for World of Outlaw championships for years to come, and you know, I don't have any problems, you know, saying that or, you know, prioritizing that. I just, you know, I have a great race team with Napa Auto Parts. I have a lot of things to lose, you know, but I do think what we're trying to do isn't such a bad thing for everybody. You know, and I hope, you know, just showcasing that will, you know, people will see that as time goes. I think the Putnamville event, you know, was a nice show that showed that really it didn't hurt anything.
Right.
You know, people can travel to a race that pays that amount of money, and they were still at the Dax Nationals, they were still at the All-Star races.
Right.
And I don't think it hurt anything in the whole ecosystem, and that's our intent.
This is how we ride, this is how we do. Ride mud slide.